Hello, my fellow dust dwellers, and of course all other forms of being. My name is Rainbow Slaney, and I'm here to apologize for a mistake on my part. I'm sure plenty of you know of my Rocky Rakoon video. Hell, a good chunk of you probably came here from that video. And I don't know if I'll lose subscribers for this video or not, but fuck it. If telling people to stay away from a potentially dangerous individual makes me lose subscribers and possibly gets me age restricted, so be it. Before I do get into the more serious discussions here, I just want to quickly apologize for my last video. When I made that Rocky Rakoon video, I didn't know the full extent of some of the things that were being alleged against him, such as him drawing literal not safe for work of children, and when people brought this up to me in my last video, I asked for proof, which probably not only made people look at me as like I was some asshole, but possibly as a degenerate weirdo. And I'll be honest, I completely understand why. Just know that I only ask for proof due to the fact that I look at situations like this from both perspectives, and I want to know what's real or not. And because people weren't giving me real proof, I assumed that people were blowing things out of proportion and referring to some of the weird thumbnails he's drawn, since blowing things out of proportion is quite common when dramas like this occur. Sadly, before I made the first video, I wasn't properly informed on how serious the allegations are, and I put him in a light that he never should have gotten in the first place, and I sincerely apologize for that. One thing I do want to make very clear though is that despite the allegations against him, I do not support the fact that some people are harassing him because of his cringe content. If you're going to call someone out for something, don't do it because you don't like their content. Do it because the individual in question has done something morally wrong that they need to answer for. That being said, please do not go out and harass anyone mentioned in this video. I know a lot of fuckwads tend to do that, so I'm saying it right here, right now. We all good? Alright, let's get into the shit show. Like I said in the introduction, I was not properly informed on the things Rocky did before, so let's unearth some of that awful shit, shall we? Let's go back to the very beginning. Back before the ages of Rocky Rakoon on YouTube, there was Raymond Fox on Fur Affinity. If you hadn't already figured it out, Rocky is a furry. So of course he used to be on Fur Affinity. On this Fur Affinity account, he would draw not safe for work of various anthro characters such as Perry the Platypus, Rigby and Mordecai, and fucking Brian Griffin from Family Guy. I'm sorry, how do you find this guy appealing to make porn out of? Let's be real, this guy ain't shit. Oh, but you want to know the worst part about this account? He made porn of the nephews from DuckTales. And may I remind you that Huey, Dewey, and Louie are around 10 years old. Oh yeah, he also drew them not only by themselves, but them having sexual relations with each other, aka incest. Oh boy, do I just want to dig my eyes out of their sockets with a fork. Viewing this shit just to prove its validity was painful. I genuinely had to take a mental health break from my computer for a few hours just to get over what I had witnessed. If you look up this Raymond Fox account now, he has since deleted all the art he's drawn, but of course, this is the internet. Literally anyone can archive anything. So good job, Rocky, you totally erased your past history of drawing cheese pizza of children. You can't even excuse it and say they were aged up in this scenario either, because if they were aged up, they would look completely different. They look exactly the same in the art as they do in the show. And trust me, we'll come back to this because Rocky does make this argument once again later. Before we do though, we need to talk about his Your Boyfriend game animations, because I know some prick is gonna bring it up in my comments section. If you don't know what I'm referring to, Rocky had previously made animations about the Your Boyfriend game, which is a game about a guy named Peter who obsesses over you and kills anyone who you're close to. Honestly, I think the game itself is fine, as long as you aren't taking away any of the actions done in the game and applying them to your real life. I honestly couldn't care less, because there are other games like this too, such as Yandere Simulator, Doki Doki Literature Club, and Psycho no Sudoku. As for the animations themselves, along with most of his other animations, I don't really have a problem with them. Like I said, I only brought this point up because I know someone will want me to talk about it. Speaking of his animations, let's focus on one in particular, one he has since deleted, but has been re-uploaded. I'm talking about the jackopose meme. While the meme in general, in my opinion, isn't bad by any means, what Rocky did in his interpretation is absolutely awful. Before the animation was even released, it was a mess. There was what I assumed to be a contest in his Discord server, and someone had won the contest, meaning their OC was to be in the next animation meme, which happened to be the jackopose meme. This person had shortly after decided to leave the server, and apparently this was a problem, leading to Rocky believing it was because they didn't like his work, and called them out, calling them a traitor, since they didn't DM him or the server mods on why they were leaving. Which is already a huge red flag. If you have to tell someone higher up as to why you're leaving a server, I'm sorry, that's some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Talk about paranoia. I have a public Discord server. I don't do this shit. This is totally not a shameless plug-in to my public YouTube Discord server. And then he has the audacity to call them out on a public platform and tell them that their OC is staying in the animation. What an absolute prick! Oh, he also misgendered the person in question, so yeah, another reason to hate him. Now, I would give him the benefit of the doubt, saying that he's Vietnamese and doesn't know anything about pronouns, but in this day and age, especially if you're using the internet, there's no way you don't know about pronouns and other genders. So really, there's no excuse for this behavior. He should have shown respect. After the animation meme released, however, things just got so much worse. In the animation meme, besides from the OC being used, almost everyone had an issue with the fact Friday Night Funkin' characters and the Squid Game doll were being presented in these poses, the most notable thing being Carol and the Squid Game doll. The creator of Carol, Bibi Ponzu, has stated multiple times that they don't want Carol to be sexualized. And as for the Squid Game doll, they're supposed to be depicted as a toddler, so why is she presented in this very sexualizing pose? But Lainey, it's the internet. Everything gets sexualized. Yeah, you're right. But that doesn't make it morally okay to do. That's like a 45-year-old dating a 16-year-old. Yeah, technically, it's legal. But that doesn't make it right. But Lainey, Rocky stated that the Squid Game doll is aged up. Yeah, but he said this straight after apologizing for the video and claiming he didn't know the age of the doll. And even if that were the truth, you can't just put lipstick on a child and claim they're an adult now, because that's literally the only thing that could make her an adult here. If you actually want to age up the character, you have to make them look like an adult, meaning you have to change their appearance. It's honestly just really gross, and him excusing it after he apologized for it doesn't make it look any better. These are just the main allegations and accusations here, but I'm gonna leave the video off here since I have much more important things and videos to work on, and I really don't want this video to get too long. In conclusion, do not support Rocky Rakoon. You deserve to support someone who actually knows something is wrong with them and owns up to their mistakes. Like me! And like I said in the beginning, I do apologize once again for putting this guy into a spotlight he really didn't deserve. I hope you all can look past that and forgive me for making that mistake. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and that's about it. Peace out, and until next time, leave me alone.
And do you wonder it happened so fast? I try my best not to get stuck into the past.